Man, I'm getting ready to install this Vevor pressure washer in onto my Honda. This is a nice Honda. It's a GX200. This is a nice, sweet setup. I didn't want to throw it away. So this thing fits nice. I cleaned the shaft up. I put a small amount of grease on it. Use my grease gun. Just put a small amount on it. That'll protect the shaft so it don't seize to it later on down the line when it gets wet. And I modified my tool for the Allen wrench. Got my keyway in. I'm going to turn this just a little bit more so it lines up a little bit better on the pump. And this should slide right on. Line up the key on it. You'll feel it, and there it goes. That little bit of grease, taking a little bit of flapper wheel on it. I got my screws pre-staged with the washers on it. And then all you got to do is line them up, screw them in. Let me just kind of come off camera here a little bit. And there they go. Perfect. They're going to go in by hand perfect. I'll put a little bit of lube on those too, just a teeny bit. So that way they don't seize in. You don't need a lot. I just put a little bit on the tip so it runs in there. I've learned with pressure washers and doing some of this stuff, if you don't put a little bit of axle grease on some of this stuff, you'll pay the price later if you got to go change it out. You will not get the bolts out. They'll get wet, they'll rust in, and you'll tear up the case. And that was what happened on this unit. The pump went bad, and I actually had to use wedges, metal wedges, and hammers to get off the pump end without ruining the motor, right? And break it all apart. It all aluminum got all busted. It's one of my videos because it wasn't assembled correctly, and then when you go to take it apart, you got a lot of problems. But this got a nice clearance on it in this chassis. I like the fact that it came with the quick disconnect. Water's easy access. That's the reason why I bought it. It's got the adjust on the top. This is going to turn out to be a nice pressure washer. I'm not going to sell this. I'm going to keep this for myself. But this is a carcass that somebody threw in the road that they got tired of it, and it wasn't working right, and they threw it away, and I picked it up. And for 150 bucks, I got a $500 to probably $1,000 pressure washer back online that I'm going to use personally. All right, Henry the Weeder Man out.